Oh, Father, why are you so sad on this bright Easter morn? When Irishmen are proud and glad of the land where they were born. Oh, son, I see in memory's view a far-off distant day, when being just a boy like you, I joined the I.R.A. Where are the lads who stood with me when history was made? Oh, Bromacree, I long to see the boys of the old brigade. From Helen Farm, the call to arms was heard by one and all, and from the glen came brave young men to answer Ireland's call. It was long ago we faced the foe, the old brigade and me, and by my side they fought and died that Ireland might be free. Where are the lads who stood with me when history was made? Oh, Bromacree, I long to see the boys of the old brigade. And now, my son, I've told you why on Easter morn I sigh, for I recall my comrades all from dark old days gone by. I think a man who fought in Glen with a rifle and grenade, may heaven keep the men who sleep from the ranks of the old brigade. Where are the lads who stood with me when history was made? Oh, Bromacree, I long to see the boys of the old brigade. Where are the lads who stood with me when history was made? Oh, Raparee, I long to see the boys of the old brigade.
Laws are made for people, and the law can never scorn the right of a man to be free.
We the people, let them have a say. We the people, let them see the light of day. The dismal dawn was breaking as they took a man away, not knowing what was his crime, just what he was guilty of, not one of them could say, but they'll think of something in time. He says goodbye and remember, we shall overcome. People, let them have a say. We the people, let them see the light of day. Comforting her children, crying softly in the night, She tries very hard to explain. You know your daddy never did a thing that wasn't right, so soon he's bound to be home again. He's a good man, and he shall overcome. We the people, let them have a say. We the people, let them see the light of day.
What does it profit a man, the right to be born, if he suffers the loss of his liberty? Laws are made for people, and the law can never scorn the right of a man to be free. We are the people, and we shall overcome.
We are the people, and we shall overcome. We the people, let them have a say. We the people, let them see the light of day. We the people, let them have a say. We the people, let them see the light of day.
Now Paddy dear, and did you hear the awful things they say? Princess Margaret and Lord Snowdon, they have joined the I.R.A. Aye, they're drilling in the mountain to the sound of the fife and drum. Young Tony's taking snapshots while young Maggie fires the gun. While young Maggie fires the gun. While young Maggie fires the gun. Young Tony's taking snapshots while young Maggie fires the gun. When the news reached Dublin Castle, De Valera jumped with joy. Says, hey now Jones the camera, he's a decent Irish boy. And as for Princess Maggie, she's a darling sweet colleen. And spread the news through Ireland from Strabane to Skibbereen. From Strabane to Skibbereen. From Strabane to Skibbereen. And spread the news through Ireland from Strabane to Skibbereen. When the news it reached the palace, filled the Queen with much delight. She reared up at Prince Philip in the middle of the night. Says she, now get your Rolls Royce out, get ready quick and soon. We must reach dear old Ireland by the rising of the moon. By the rising of the moon. By the rising of the moon. We must reach dear old Ireland by the rising of the moon. Now Paddy dear, I'll tell ya, there's terrible things in the land. The Queen and De Valera, they are walking hand in hand. Oh, but the funniest thing, me boys, that I have ever seen, Prince Philip playing polo on his ass in Stephen's Green. On his ass in Stephen's Green. On his ass in Stephen's Green. Prince Philip playing polo on his ass in Stephen's Green.
I was born in Dublin street, where those loyal drums that beat. Those loving English feet, they walked all over us. And every single night, and me dad would come home tight. He'd divide the neighbours outside with his chorus. Come out, you black and tans, come out and fight me like a man. Show your wife how you won medals down in Flanders. Tell her how the I.R.A. made you run like hell away from the green and lovely lanes of Shamrog. Come let us see you tell how you sit on the great panel when you taught them well and truly persecuted. Oh, where are the sneers and jeers that you loudly let us hear when our heroes of 16 were executed? Come out, you black and tans, come out and fight me like a man. Show your wife how you won the medals down in Flanders. Tell her how the I.R.A. made you run like hell away from the green and lovely lanes of Shamrog. Come tell us how you slew them old Arabs 2v2. Like the Zulu, they had spears and bow and arrows. Oh, how bravely you faced the one with your 16-pounder gun, and you frightened them damn natives to tomorrow. Come out, you black and tans, come out and fight me like a man. Show your wife how you won the medals down in Flanders. Tell her how the I.R.A. made you run like hell away from the green and lovely lanes of Shamrog. Now the time is coming fast, I think them days are here, when he jingle his Shawnee and he'll run before us. And if there be a need, then our kids will say Godspeed, reverse or two of Stephen Dean's chorus. Come out, you black and tans, come out and fight me like a man. Show your wife how you won medals down in Flanders. Tell her how the I.R.A. made you run like hell away from the green and lovely lanes of Shamrog. Come out, you black and tans, come out and fight me like a man. Show your wife how you won medals down in Flanders. Tell her how the I.R.A. made you run like hell away from the green and lovely lanes of Shamrog.
Talk and write and boast about your feenings and your clans, and how the boys from County Cork beat up the black and tans, and view a little podger who came out without a scar. His name was Paddy Mulligan, the man from Mullingar. The peelers chased him out of Connemara for beating up the Valentine O'Hara. When Paddy came to Ballymote, he stole Parson's car, and he sold it to the bishop in the town, Mullingar. 700 peelers couldn't catch him. The king sent out an order raise a flag of war down in his native town. First he went and made his peace with dear old Father Mar, and went out and blew the barracks up in a half of Mullingar. The Peel chased him out of Connemara for beating up the Valentine O'Hara. When Paddy came to Ballymote, he stole Parson's car, and he sold it to the bishop in the town of Mullingar. 700 Peelers couldn't catch him. The king sent out an order for to lash him. When Paddy came to Dublin town, he stole an armoured car, and he gave it to the I.R.A. Brigade in Mullingar. When Ireland takes a place among the nations of the world, a flag of orange, white and green to the 4 winds is unfurled. You'll read the roll of honour and find there with a star the name of Sarsfield Mulligan, the man from Mullingar. The Peelers chase him out of Connemara for beating up the Valentine O'Hara. When Paddy came to Ballymote, he stole Parson's car, and he sold it to the bishop in the town of Mullingar. 700 Peelers couldn't catch him. The king sent out an order for to lash him. When Paddy came to Dublin town, he stole an armoured car, and he gave it to the I.R.A. Brigade in Mullingar.
Here's a song that's going round about events in Belfast town, the toast of all the famous music halls. On that well-known thoroughfare a republic was declared when the barricades went up along the falls. Now the People's Police, it's true, are patrolling 2 by 2, the finest bunch of boys you'll ever meet. From each radio there blasts out the news to free Belfast. There's a customs post at the top of Leeson Street. From a secret hideaway you can hear the music play, and news delivered daily on the hour. For the boys in Albert Street, here's a record soft and sweet, and wee Rosie also sends this to her flower. There's a ceilidh every night beneath the moon's broad light, where the vigilantes can relax at last. As the fiddles pump and play, people dance their cares away behind the barricades in free Belfast. Now the people, they have shown they can run things on their own. The streets are swept and crime is dying fast. All for one and one for all is the democratic call behind the barricades in free Belfast.
Oh, now Ireland is a very funny place, sir. It's a strange and a troubled land, and the Irish are a bloody funny race, sir. Every girl's in the coming the man. Every doggy has a tri-coloured ribbon tied firmly to his tail, and it wouldn't be surprising if there'd be another rising, said the man from the Daily Mail. Every bird upon my word is singing trouble, I'm a rebel. Every hen and jade is laying hand grenades over there, sir, I declare, sir. And every cock in the farmyard stock crows a triumph for the Gael. And it wouldn't be surprising if there'd be another rising, said the man from the Daily Mail. Well, the other day I ventured down to Clare, sir, and I spied in Old Boreen such a squad of right and busy ganders there, sir, dressed in orange, white and green. They marched to the German goose step and they whistled Granuel, and I'm shaking in my shoes as I'm sending out the news, said the man from the Daily Mail. Every bird upon my word is singing trouble, I'm a rebel. Every hen and jade is laying hand grenades over there, sir, I declare, sir. And every cock in the farmyard stock crows a triumph for the Gael. And it wouldn't be surprising if there'd be another rising, said the man from the Daily Mail. Well, the whole place is seething with sedition, it's Sinn Féin through and through. All the Paras are joining local units, and the password Sinn Féin too. Every doggy has a tri-coloured ribbon tied firmly to his tail. And it wouldn't be surprising if there'd be another rising, said the man from the Daily Mail. Every bird upon my word is singing trouble. I'm a rebel. Every hen and jade is laying hand grenades over there, sir. I declare, sir. And every cock in the farmyard stock crows a triumph for the Gael. And it wouldn't be surprising if there'd be another rising, said the man from the Daily Mail. Every bird upon my word is singing trouble. I'm a rebel. Every hen and jade is laying hand grenades over there, sir. I declare, sir. And every cock in the farmyard stock crows a triumph for the Gael. And it wouldn't be surprising if there'd be another rising, said the man from the Daily Mail. As I was climbing into bed, my poor granny side, I looked out of the window and the army had arrived. The house was soon surrounded, they battered the front door in. I knew they'd come to take away the little me granny's bin, and it was scream, bang, shout, raise an awful din. You've got to spread a warning when the army they come in. She opened up the window and she clambered down a spout. Soon her bin was rattling forth to call the neighbours out. She then took out a whistle and she blew away like hell. And soon we heard the echo was the neighbours blew as well. And it was scream, bang, shout, raise an awful din. You've got to spread a warning when the army they come in. A soldier came right up the stairs, his rifle in his hand. She kicked him with her button boots and along the hall she ran. Then up and stepped another one, some medals for the win. But all he got right up the gob was a little me granny's bin. And it was scream, bang, shout, raise an awful din. You've got to spread a warning when the army they come in. The music rose like thunder as the bins and whistles played. The army soon retreated, they knew they'd overstead. It wasn't made of silver, it was only made of tin. But once again it saved the street, the little me granny's bin. And it was scream, bang, shout, raise an awful din. You've got to spread a warning when the army they come in. Now war has had its weapons since men began to fight, and everyone has different ways to try and show their might. The army has tried everything to cover up its sins, and now the plastic bullets fail, they're trying plastic bins. And it was scream, bang, shout, raise an awful din. You've got to spread a warning when the army they come in. Go home, kind friends, and go to bed, sleep as best you can. But if trouble comes along, get out and lend a hand. To all you fair young ladies, if trouble does begin, get out into your backyard, love, and rattle away at your bin. And it was scream, bang, shout, raise an awful din. You've got to spread a warning when the army they come in. And it was scream, bang, shout, raise an awful din. You've got to spread a warning when the army they come in.
One, two, three, four. My spurs are rusted, my coat is rent, my plume is dank with rain, and the thistle down and the barley beard are thick on my horse's mane. But my rifle's as quiet as my sweetheart's eye, my arm is strong and free. What care have I for your kings and laws? I'm an outlaw, Raparee. Lift your glasses, friends, with mine, and give your grass to me. as friends of mine and give your grasp to me. I'm England's foe, I'm Ireland's friend, I'm an outlaw Raparee. I'm an outlaw Raparee. A mountain cavern is my home, high up in the crystal air. My bed is a limestone iron ribbed with a brown heath smelling fair. George or William only sent his troops to burn or shoot. We'll meet them all on equal ground and we'll fight them foot to foot. Lift your glasses, friends, with mine and give your glass to me. I'm England's foe, I'm Ireland's friend, I'm an outlaw Raparee. I'm an outlaw Raparee. Oh, isn't he lovely? What's that? Does anybody know what that is? Apart from the people from Belfast. Yes, that is a rubber bullet. People down here always seem to think that a rubber bullet was the same size as an ordinary bullet. Well, you can see it's not. You try carrying 200 of them in your back pocket and you'll be seen. There's a song called Rubber Bullets. And I'd like you all to join in the chorus.
If you know it, we don't.
But I'm sure you won't, because you don't know it. Rubber bullets for the ladies, catch them in a CS can. 3 inches wide, 6 inches long, take it home to your old man. It's an instrument of torture that breaks your leg in two and stops you feeling lonely but leaves you black and blue. When you've had your fill of CS gas behind the barricade and served your time with half a brick, you've learned a brand new trade. Fighting for your freedom, the dignity of man. Look out for rubber bullets, they're the army's latest plan. Rubber bullets for the ladies, catch them in a CS can. 3 inches wide, 6 inches long, take it home to your old man. It's an instrument of torture that'll break your leg in two and stops you feeling lonely but leaves you black and blue. When your family's going hungry, you needn't break your heart. The army solved our problem, they baked a rubber tart. When you're under house arrest and your nerves are getting frayed, look out for rubber bullets, they can bounce below the bed. Rubber bullets for the ladies, catch them in a CS can. 3 inches wide, 6 inches long, take it home to your old man. It's an instrument of torture that breaks your leg in two and stops you feeling lonely but leaves you black and blue. When a soldier says he loves you behind the barricade, look out for rubber bullets and grab his red cockade. When a bullet's meant to stone you, be careful how you bend. If it breaks a leg or two, the army will commend. Rubber bullets for the ladies, catch them in a CS can. 3 inches wide, 6 inches long, take it home to your old man. It's an instrument of torture that breaks your leg in two and stops you feeling lonely but leaves you black and blue. Don't forget the highway code when crossing off a street. A bullet doing 90 could leave you obsolete. Watch while stepping off the curb while being quite sincere. A bullet in a proper place could leave you feeling clear. Rubber bullets for the ladies, catch them in a CS can. 3 inches wide, 6 inches long, take it home to your old man. It's an instrument of torture that breaks your leg in two and stops you feeling lonely but leaves you black and blue. Rubber bullets for the ladies, catch them in a CS can. 3 inches wide, 6 inches long, take it home to your old man. It's an instrument of torture that breaks your leg in two and stops you feeling lonely but leaves you black and blue.
Oh, the empire is finished, no foreign lands to seize, so the greedy eye of England is turning towards the seas. 200 miles from Donegal, there's a place they call Rockall, and the groping hands of England are grubbing at its ball. Oh, Rockall, Rockall, you'll never fall. To Britain's greedy hands, and you'll meet the same resistance like you did in many lands. May the seagulls rise and pluck your eyes, and the water crush your shell, and the natural gas will burn your ass and blow you all to hell. This rock is part of Ireland, for it's written in folklore. When Finn McCool took the sordid rest, he threw it to the floor. Then he tossed the pebble across the sea. Wherever did it fall, but the sod became the Isle of Man, and the pebbles called the Rockall. Oh, Rockall, Rockall, you'll never fall. To Britain's greedy hands, and you'll meet the same resistance like you did in many lands. May the seagulls rise and pluck your eyes, may the water crush your shell, and the natural gas will burn your ass and blow you all to hell. Oh, the seas will not be silent while Britannia grabs the waves, and remember that the Irish will no longer be your slaves. And remember that Britannia well, as she rules the waves no more. So keep your hands off a Rockall, cause it's Irish to the core. Oh, Rockall, Rockall, you'll never fall. To Britain's greedy hands, and you'll meet the same resistance like you did in many lands. May the seagulls rise and pluck your eyes, and the water crush your shell, and the natural gas will burn your ass and blow you all to hell. And the natural gas will burn your ass and blow you all to hell.
How many more must die now? How many must we lose until the island people their own destiny can choose? From immortal Robert Emmett to Bobby's son's MP, who was given 30,000 votes while in captivity. He was a poet and a soldier. He died courageously, and we give him 30,000 votes while in captivity. Thomas Ice, he gave everything in 1917. The Lord Mayor of Cork, McSweeney, died for his freedom to obtain. Never one of all our dead died more courageously than young Bobby Sands from Twinbrook, the people's own MP. He was a poet and a soldier. He died courageously, and we give him 30,000 votes while in captivity. Oh, Mark, he'll hear the lark's sweet notes upon the Ulster Air, or gaze upon the snowflake pure, for to calm his deep despair. Before he went on hunger strike, young Bobby did compose the rhythm of time, the weeping winds and the sleeping rose. He was a poet and a soldier. He died courageously, and we gave him 30,000 votes while in captivity. Forever we'll remember him, the man who died in pain, that his country north and south might be united once again. To mourn him is to organize and build the movement strong, with ballad box and arm alliance and with music and with song. He was a poet and a soldier. He died courageously, and we gave him 30,000 votes while in captivity. Oh, a poet and a soldier, and died courageously, and we gave him 30,000 votes while in captivity.
I'll sing you a song of a terrible wrong, when the flags they flew at half-mast. A young man lay dead, he'd been riddled with lead, and he died on the streets of Belfast. Oh, the radio said, there's another shot dead, and he died with a gun in his hand. They didn't say why Billy Reid had to die, he died to free Ireland. It happened one day when the bold I.R.A. went out to fight for their land. With an old Thompson gun, put the troops on the run, and returning to home was their plan. Oh, the radio said, there's another shot dead, he died with a gun in his hand. They didn't say why Billy Reid had to die, he died to free Ireland. When returning the guns, Billy met British Huns, and when the fighting began, his position was dire, the gun wouldn't fire, so he died with that old Thompson gun. Oh, the radio said, there's another shot dead, he died with a gun in his hand. They didn't say why Billy Reid had to die, he died to free Ireland. Although he lay dead, he was kicked on the head, by the hair they dragged him around. They still fear him yet, we can never forget how brave Billy Reid stood his ground. The radio said, there's another shot dead, and he died with a gun in his hand. They didn't say why Billy Reid had to die, he died to free Ireland. If you think he was right, come join in the fight and help to free Belfast. For the blood that he shed, and the low he lies dead, and our heart his memory will last. Oh, the radio said, there's another shot dead, and he died with a gun in his hand. They didn't say why Billy Reid had to die, he died to free Ireland.
Some men went to Dungannon town, the barracks for to case, and noticed how the noble crown gave class to that new place. With your I.R.A. Ricochet played on your lambeg drum. Oh, the RUC, they knew that we had planned to have some sport, for they'd read a piece by Dev's Police in a Free State News report. With your I.R.A. Ricochet played on your lambeg drum. They read the papers satisfied and said, well now that's that. When suddenly to their surprise came a big loud rat-a-tat-tat. With your I.R.A. Ricochet played on your lambag drum. Who's out there? Oh, what can we do? For God's sake, stop this lark. Are you Fenians or red, white and blue that's out there in the dark? With your I.R.A. Ricochet played on your lambag drum. One fella stole out warily, but quickly came in again when he found that he was staring down the barrel of a sten. With your I.R.A. Ricochet played on your lambag drum. Oh, the Free State news became a fact when the silence it was broke by a big loud bang that loudly rang from a shower of dust and smoke. With your I.R.A. Ricochet played on your lambag drum. When those guardians of the nation thought the lads were gone for good, they came to find no station where a station once had stood. With your I.R.A. Ricochet played on your lambag drum. There are 10 loyal policemen now, and they're signing on the dole. And they'd love to get those Irish pests and shove it up his. With your I.R.A. Ricochet played on your lambag drum. And as I was walking down the lane, I was feeling fine and larky. Oh, a recruiting sergeant said to me, wouldn't you look fine in khaki? Oh, the king, he is in need of men. Come read me proclamation. Oh, and the life in Flanders for you then will be a fine vacation. Oh, well, that may be true, says I to him, but tell me, Sergeant dearie, oh, if I had the pack stuck on me back, would I look fine and cheery? Oh, you'd make me drill and train until you had me one of the Frenches. Oh, well, it may be warm in Flanders, but it's drafty in the trenches. Oh, well, the sergeant swung his little cane, his smile was most provoking. Oh, and he twiddled his wee moustache to see, I hope you're joking. Oh, for the sandbags are so high and dry, the wind you won't feel blowing. Oh, but I winked to the Colleen passing by and says I, what if it's snowing? Oh, well, come wind or rain or sleet or snow, we're not going out to Flanders. Oh, for there's fighting in Dublin to be done at your privates and commanders go. And let English men fight England's wars, it's nearly time it started. Oh, so I bade the sergeant a jolly good night, and there and then we parted. Oh,
'twas a morning in July, I was walking through Tipperary, when I heard the battle cry from the mountain overhead. And I looked up in the sky, saw an Irish soldier laddie. He looked at me right fearlessly and said, will you stand in the band like a true Irishman and go to fight the forces of the Crown? Will you march with O'Neill to an Irish battlefield, for tonight we'll go and free out the Wexford town? Said I to the soldier lad, would you take me to your captain? It would be my pride and joy for to march with you today. My young brother fell at Cork and my son at Enniscorthy, so to the noble captain I did say, I will stand in the band like a true Irishman and go to fight the forces of the Crown. I will march with O'Neill to an Irish battlefield, for tonight we'll go and free out Wexford town. As we marched back again in the shadow of the evening, with our banners flying low to the memory of the dead. Oh, we came unto our homes, but without my soldier laddie, and I still can hear those brave words he said. Will you stand in the band like a true Irishman and go to fight the forces of the Crown? Will you march with O'Neill to an Irish battlefield, for tonight we'll go and free old Wexford town? you stand in the band like a true Irishman and go to fight the forces of the crown? Will you march with O'Neill to an Irish battlefield? For tonight we'll go and pray old Wexford town.
In 1916, the forces all for the capture orange, white and green bombarded Dublin town. But in 21, Britannia's sons began to earn their pay when the black and tans like lightning ran from the rifles of the I.R.A. They burned their way through Munster, led Leinster on the red, through Connaught and through Ulster marched the men in brown and black. Well, they cut down wives and children in their own heroic way. Then the black and tans like lightning ran from the rifles of the I.R.A. They hanged young Kevin Barry Hyde, a lad of 18 years. Cork City's flames lit up the sky, but our brave boys knew no fear. For the Cork Brigade with hand grenades in ambush waiting lay. Then the black and tans like lightning ran from the rifles of the I.R.A. Now the tans were taken out and shot by a brave and fearless crew. Sean Tracy, Denny Lacey and Tom Barry's famous crew. Well, we're not free yet, but we won't forget until our dying day how the black and tans like lightning ran from the rifles of the I.R.A. No, we're not free yet, but we won't forget until our dying day how the black and tans like lightning ran from the rifles of the I.R.A.
And the morn was breaking bright and clear. The lark sings in the sky as a maiden binds her golden hair with the light in her eye. Her hubby on the gay green wood awaited her with joy. Oh, but gallant Brenner died on the mountains of Pomeroy. An outlawed man
the guns of Britannia have long ceased to speak. When the bold I.R.A. battle shoulder to shoulder, as the blood from their bodies flow down Sackville Street in the law courts of Dublin. The English bombarded the spirit of freedom. They tried hard to quell when amid all the din came a cry, no surrender. 'Twas the voice of James Connolly, the Irish rebel. All around Kilmainham jail, a dense crowd has gathered, with heads all uncovered. They knelt on the ground, for inside that grim building stood a brave Irish soldier whose life for his country was forced to lay down. Oh, the grim deed is over, and the black flag they're hoisting. We part from a man who loved Ireland so well. There was many a sad heart in old Ireland that morning when they murdered James Connolly, the Irish rebel. When they murdered James Connolly, the Irish rebel.
As down by Rockall corner one morning I did stray, I met another rebel lad who this to me did say, I bear orders from the captain to assemble at Drumbar, but how are we to get there without a motor car? Oh Barney dear, be of good cheer, I'll tell you what we'll do. The loyalists have plenty, although we have but few. I'll wire to Shan-Nós before we march so far, and we'll give the boys a jolly good ride in Johnston's motor car. Johnston got the wire, he soon pulled on his shoes. He says this case is urgent, there is no time to lose. He wore a fancy castor hat and on his breast a star. You could hear the din going through and fin of Johnston's motor car. When he reached the railing bridge he met some rebels there. He knew the game was up with him as at him they did stare. He says, I've got a permit to travel here so far. You can keep your English permit, we want your motor car. What will my loyal comrades say when I get to Dumbo? To say my car was commandeered by rebels from Dunlow. We'll give you a receipt for her, signed by Captain Marr. And when Ireland's freer, then we'll see to Johnston's motor car. They put the car in motion, they filled her to the brim.
with guns and bayonets shining, while Johnston he did grin. When Barney waved his Sinn Féin flag, it shot up like a star, and they gave 3 cheers for liberty and Johnston's motor car. When the loyal crew they heard the news, it grieved their hearts full sore. They swore they'd have reprisals before they would give o'er. In vain they searched through Glenties, the Rosses and Kilcar, while the I.R.A. their flag displayed on Johnston's motor car.
Of Ireland, boys, that Irish breezes blow. Around it blows, wherever it flies, defiance to the foe. Let no man weep, for true men fought to make their country free. The flag that James Connolly loved is good enough for me. Give me the flag of Munster, boys, to victory lead us on. Of Raparee, of Kerry, boys, and Clare and Garryowen. Elnam and Tipperary town, the north will yet be free. The flag that Munster heroes love is good enough for me. Give me the flag of Connacht, boys, and westward let her flow. To meet the flying columns that from Longford town did go. God keep you ancient Galway lad, your sons of victory. The flag that volunteers did love is good enough for me. Give me the flag of Ulster, boys, it's Ireland's flag also. We love them yet, and we won't forget Red Hugh and Owen Road. For still there breathes on Irish soil the soul of liberty. The flag that Ireland's martyrs love is good enough for me. The flag that Ireland's martyrs love is good enough for me. A cold May morn was breaking over Dublin's weary town. 16 brave men have fallen to the rifles of the crown, because they loved their country and served it night and day. But before they faced the rifles, this is what those boys did say: take away the blood-stained bandage from off an Irish brow. We fought and bled for Ireland, and we will not shirk it now. We have held her in her struggle, in an answer to her call. And because we sought to free her, we are placed against the wall. Ned Daly, Houston, Colbert, McDonagh and McBride, McDermott and the brothers Kent, with Clark and Plunkett died. McMahon, Pat and Bully Pierce, Mahan and Kian, and the last of all James Connolly, this message to them send: take away the blood-stained bandage from off an Irish brow. We fought and bled for Ireland, and we will not shirk it now. We upheld her in her struggle, in answer to her call, and because we sought to free her, we are placed against the wall. Take away the blood-stained bandage from off an Irish brow. We fought and bled for Ireland, and we will not shirk it now. We upheld her in her struggle, in answer to her call, and because we sought to free her, we are placed against the wall.
By lonely prison wall, I heard a young girl calling. Michael, they are sending you away. You stole through Valiant's corn, so the young might see the morn. Now the prison ship lies waiting in the bay, and low lie the fields Athenry, where once we watched the small free birds fly. Our love was on the wing, we had dreams and songs to sing. It's so lonely round the fields of Athenry. By lonely prison wall, I heard a young man calling, and nothing matters, Mary, when you're free. Against the famine and the crown, I rebel, they put me down. Now you must raise our child with dignity. And long lie the fields of Athenry, where once we watched the small free birds fly. Our love was on the wing, we had dreams and songs to sing. It's so lonely round the fields of Athenry. By lonely harbour wall, she watched the last star falling. As the prison ship sailed out against the sky, but she'll wait and hope and pray for love in Bockney Bay. It's so lonely round the fields of Athenry. And long lie the fields of Athenry, where once we watched the small free birds fly. Our love was on the wing, we had dreams and songs to sing. It's so lonely round the fields of Athenry. And long lie the fields of Athenry, where once we watched the small free birds fly. Our love was on the wing, we had dreams and songs to sing. It's so lonely round the fields of Athenry. Well, it's so lonely round the fields of Athenry.
The night was dark and the fight was over. The moon shone down O'Connell Street. I stood alone where brave men perished. Those men have gone, they're gone to me. My only son was shot in Dublin, fighting for his country bold. He fought for Ireland and Ireland only. The heart, the Shamrog last I met was a grey-haired father searching for his only son. I said, old man, there is no use searching, for up to heaven your son has gone. The old man cried out broken-hearted, and bending o'er I heard him say, I knew my son was too kind-hearted. I knew my son would never yield. The last I met was a dying rebel, bending low. I heard him say, God bless my home in dear Cork City. God bless the cause for which I died.
Excuse me, sir. Could you possibly tell me what you think of the records that are coming out nowadays? Well, sir, it's like this. I think there's an awful lot of Republican trash being printed nowadays. But as I have said myself on many occasions, if it's worth doing at all, it's worth doing. So I just give them a hand, I think, with this one. 1, 2, 3.
So it's here and up your arsenal, and a Georgie best to you. There's not a team in the whole wide world like the Crumlin Kangaroos. In Crumlin Road Jail, all the prisoners one day, a game of football they did have, but the rules did not obey. For while all the wardens watched there, the passing of the ball,
one of the bloody football teams went up and over the wall.
So it's here and up your arsenal, and a Georgie best to you. There's not a team in the whole wide world like the Crumlin Kangaroos. The wardens all looked up then in the wildest of surprise, and the sight they saw before them brought the tears to all their eyes. For one of the teams had disappeared, where are you they did call,
but one side had a free transfer to a team just over the wall.
So it's here and up your arsenal, and a Georgie best to you. There's not a team in the whole wide world like the Crumlin Kangaroos. The governor came down then with his face all in a twist, saying up against the wall now when I get out me list. Now two teams started playing, of that we all agree,
but now we're short 8 players and a bloody referee.
So it's here and up your arsenal, and a Georgie best to you. There's not a team in the whole wide world like the Crumlin Kangaroos. Now the military were shocked now, they said we'll lose no more. So they barred every window and bolted every door. But we'd left behind our half-back line, and that just wouldn't do.
So Martin, Dutch and Huey up and joined the Kangaroos.
So it's here and up your arsenal, and a Georgie best to you. There's not a team in the whole wide world like the Crumlin Kangaroos. So it's here and up your arsenal, and a Georgie best to you. There's not a team in the whole wide world like the Crumlin Kangaroos.
Now that's what I call a record.
Right you are, me ocean finner, right you are. When I was in the army, I didn't have a cap, but now I'm in the I.R.A. I've got a wee buddy hat. So right you are, so right you are, right you are, right you are, right you are, me ocean finner, right you are. If you're in the British Army, I'd rather be on the dole than shooting little children and selling out my soul. Alright you are, 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 the ocean finner, right you are. You've seen the army statements, and I know the ones you've read. Today 2 soldiers were wounded, and they're only slightly dead. Alright you are, alright you are, alright you are, alright you are, alright the army of Sinn Féin, alright you are. When the war is over, what will Tommy do? He'll be hopping up biting a leg and a half, while a general still is two. So right you are, alright you are, alright you are, alright you are, alright the army of Sinn Féin, alright you are. When the war is over, what will Tommy do? He'll be hopping about in a leg and a half, while Whitelaw still is two. So right you are, alright you are, alright you are, alright you are, alright the army of Sinn Féin, alright you are. Alright you are, alright you are, alright you are, alright you are, alright the army of Sinn Féin, alright you are.
It hung above the kitchen fire, its barrel long and brown. And one day with a boy's desire, I climbed and took it down. My father's eyes with anger flashed. He cried, "What have you done? I wish you'd left it where it was. That's my old Fenian gun. I fondled it with love and pride, and looked it o'er and o'er. I placed it on my shoulder and I marched across the floor. My father's anguish softened and he shared my boyish fun. Ah, well, he said, 'tis in your breed, like that old Fenian gun. I remember 67 well, when lads like you and me all thought we'd strike another blow to set old Ireland free. But broken were our golden hopes, I was long months on the run. But it did good work for Ireland then, that brown old Fenian gun. I was down then in Kilmallock, 'twas the hottest fight of all. And you see, he bared his arm, there's the mark still of the ball. I hope the young lads growing now will hold the ground we won, and not disgrace the cause in which I held that Fenian gun. I placed it on my shoulder and I heard my father sigh. I knew his thoughts were turning back on days now long gone by. And then I vowed within my heart, I'll be my father's son. And if ever Ireland wants my
so I've grown a man, and I've weathered many a gale. The last long year I've spent inside a gloomy English jail. I've done my part, I'll do it still until the fight is won. When Ireland's free, she'll bless the men who held the Fenian gun. When you honour in song and in story the memory of Emmet and Tone, and all the brave heroes whose glory in history's pages is shown, forget not the boys of your own day who scorned opposition and sneers, and struck for the glory of Ireland, our true-hearted brave volunteers. Though scorned at by craven and traitor, they rose at the word of command. The fate that was in them was greater than foe minds can e'er understand. And meeting the might of an empire whose names they had cause to revile, those brave boys who fought for old Ireland faced death with a prayer and a smile. Then here's to the brave volunteers, boys who cast aside doubting and fears, and struck for the freedom of Ireland, our true-hearted brave volunteers. Though the fight for a wee while is over, the true hearts that led them are gone. The faith that inspired them is greater, the cause of their land will go on. And if in the days that are coming we're tempted to pause or forget, the memory of Pearse and his comrades will help us to victory yet. Then on with the fight, men of Ireland, let the memory of those who have died inspire us to fight on for freedom, though our efforts be crushed and decried. Our cause will go forward to victory, and high o'er the land will be seen the flag of the Irish Republic, the orange, the white and the green. Then here's to the brave volunteers, boys who cast aside doubting and fears, and fought for the honour of Ireland. Hurrah for the brave volunteers.
On a cold December day, as a lorry ploughed its way, mid bullets sport and play on Icetown Road, in the car a living crew of England's hated rule, there was begun a duel on Icetown Road.
But another day will dawn like that cold December morn, when a martyr's name was born in Icetown Road.
Now young savage unafraid, with rifle and grenade, attacked them undismayed on Icetown Road. But a bullet laid him low from the rifle of a foe. That's another debt we owe for Icetown Road.
But another day will dawn like that cold December morn, when a martyr's name was born in Icetown Road.
Martyr's name was born on Icetown Road.
another day will dawn like that cold December morn when a martyr's name was born in Ashton Road.
There's a page in history when the worker first fought back, when the might of exploitation at last began to crack, and farm and field and factory and workshop, mine and mill, a flame is lit, a beacon bright, that flame is burning still. For Connolly was there, Connolly was there, brave, brave on Johnston, James Connolly was there. Now William Martin Murphy and his Dublin millionaires fight bribery and corruption, hypocrisy and perverse. Despite the transport union, their scabs they did enlist, but all their graft was shattered by a scarlet iron fist. For Connolly was there, Connolly was there, brave, brave on Johnston, James Connolly was there. When the bosses tried to sweat the lads way down on Glasgow's Clyde, a voice like roaring thunder soon shook them in their stride. And Liverpool and Belfast, where the workers lived in hell, now Connolly rose and gave them hope. The truth to you I'll tell, for Connolly was there. Connolly was there. Brave, brave, undaunted James Connolly was there. Oh, Irishman, the day will come when workers and one and all will rise up from their bended knee and rally to the call, to out the boss's tyranny and shout from shore to shore for a working man's republic and for freedom evermore. And Connolly will be there. Connolly will be there. Brave, brave, undaunted James Connolly will be there. Oh, Connolly will be there. Connolly will be there. Brave, brave, undaunted James Connolly will be there. From east to west, from north to south, they tried to hunt the column out, but the tans were forced to go without the boys of Barry's column. In armoured cars they came to stay and wiped the Irish cowards away, but oh, the lovely holiday was stopped by Barry's column. Oh, but isn't it great to see the Tommies and the R.I.C., the black and tans and the staters flee away from Barry's column. Lloyd George might have some wily tricks and how the volunteers to fix, yet all his black and tans go sick when they think of Barry's column. His prisons come in brown and black, no tanks or war equipment lack, yet o'er the sea they ne'er get back, if caught by Barry's column. Oh, but isn't it great to see the Tommies and the R.I.C., the black and tans and the stickers flee away from Barry's column. Along the lonely road they wind, armed in front and armed behind. We're sorry, but that bridge was mine, said the lads of Barry's column. They stopped to rest just for a spell, some hand grenades upon them fell. Here, share them out among yourselves, said the lads from Barry's column. Oh, but isn't it great to see the staters and the R.I.C., the Tommies and the tans all free away from Barry's column. Oh, but isn't it great to see the Tommies and the R.I.C., the black and tans and the stickers flee away from Barry's column.
Who fears to speak of 98, who blushes at the name, when cowards mock the Patriot's fate, who hangs his head for shame. He's all a knave or half a slave, who slights his country thus, but true man like you, man, will fill your glass with us. We drink the memory of the brave, the faithful and the few. Some lie living blaze that nothing shall withstand. Alas, that might can vanquish right, they fell and passed away. But true men like you men are plenty here today. Then here's to their memory, may it be for us a guiding light to cheer our strife for liberty and teach us to unite. Through good and ill, be Ireland still, though sad as there's your fate. And true men like you, men like those of '98. In Dublin City in 1913, the boss was rich and poor were slaves. The women working and the children hungry. Then on came Larkin like a mighty wave. The workmen cringed when the busman thundered, and just 10 hours was his weekly chore. He asked for little and less was granted, less getting little, he would ask for more. Then God sent Larkin, so dark and handsome, a mighty man with a mighty tongue, the voice of justice, the voice of freedom, and he was gifted and he was young. And God sent Larkin in 1913, a mighty man with a mighty tongue. He raised the workers, he gave them courage. He was a leader, a worker's son. In the month of August, the bossman told us no union men for him could work. We stood by Larkin and we told the bossman that we'd fight or die, but we would not shirk. 8 months we fought and 8 months we starved. We stood by Larkin through thick and thin, but foodless homes and the crying of children, they broke our hearts and we could not win. Then Larkin left us, we seemed defeated. The night was black for the working man, and on came Connolly with hope and counsel. His motto was that we'd rise again. In Dublin City in 1916, the English soldiers, they burned the town. They shelled the buildings and shot our leaders. The harp was buried beneath the crown. They shot McDermott and Pearson Plunkett. They shot McDonagh and Clark the Brave. From bleak Kilmainham they took their bodies to Arbor Hill, to a quicklime grave. But most of all of the 7 heroes, I'll sing the praise of James Connolly, the voice of justice, the voice of freedom, who gave his life that men might be free.
Last day of October in the year of 73, and Mountjoy's guilty rebels were longing to be free, when from the sky, surprise, surprise, an iron bird did fall, and lifted up the provies and took them over the wall. And it's up and higher the helicopter flew, high over the Dublin spires and over the Liffey too. The length and breadth of Ireland, no finer sight to see, the day the Provy birdie released a Mountjoy 3. Now the screws were all astounded, they knew not what to do. They just stood there dumbfounded as off the rebels flew. And in the Doyle the traitors were shocked and quite aghast, when they looked up and noticed the Provies flying fast. And it's up and higher the helicopter flew, high over the Dublin spires and over the Liffey too. The length and breadth of Ireland, no finer sight to see, the day that Provy birdie released a Mountjoy 3. Oh, Hagan, Toomey, Malin, God bless those gallant 3, Cruel Britain, she is furious to see our rebels free. But everywhere in Ireland, whenever the news is heard, the people cheer the Provies and their marvellous flying bird. And it's up and higher, the helicopter flew, high over the Dublin spires and over the Liffey too. The length and breadth of Ireland, no finer sight to see, the day the Provie birdie released the Mountjoy 3. And it's up along the bogside, that's where I long to be, lying in the dark with a Provo company, a comrade on me left and another one on me right, and a clip of ammunition for me little Armalite. I was stopped by a soldier, said he were a swine. He beaten me with his baton and he kicked me in the groin. I bowed and I script, sure me manners were polite, but all the time I'm thinking of me little Armalite. And it's up in Kilwilkie, that's where I long to be, lying in the dark with a Provo company, a comrade on me left hand, another one on me right, and a clip of ammunition for me little Armalite. Sure a brave RUC man came up into our street, 600 British soldiers were gathered round his feet. Come out, you cowardly Fenians, said he, come out and fight. But he cried, I'm only joking, when he heard the Armalite. And it's down along the Falls Road, that's where I long to be, lying in the dark with the Provo company, a comrade on me left hand, another one on me right, and a clip of ammunition for me little Armalite. So the army came to visit me, 'twas in the early hours, with Saladins and Saracens and ferret armoured cars. They thought they had me cornered, but I gave them all a fright, with the armour-piercing bullets of me little Armalite. And it's down across McGlenshore, that's where I long to be, lying in the dark with a Provo company, a comrade on me left hand, another one on me right, and a clip of ammunition for me little Armalite. Sure when Cuso came to Belfast, said he, the battle's won. Said General Ford, we're winning, sir, we have them on the run. With corporals and privates and armoured cars at night, sits and home for reinforcements, it's the bloody Armalite. And it's up in Erlandy town, that's where I long to be, lying in the dark with the Provo company, a comrade on me left and another one on me right, and a clip of ammunition for me little Armalite. And it's up in the Landy town, that's where I long to be, lying in the dark with the Provo company, a comrade on me left hand, another one on me right, and a clip of ammunition for me little Armalite.
What's the news, oh my bold Shamrog here, your long barrel gun from the sea. Say what wind or the sun brings a messenger here, with the hymn of the dawn of the free. Goodly news, do I bring you the fourth, goodly news do I bring Barleycorn. All the boys marching morn from the south to the north, led by Kelly, the boy from Perlan. Tell me who is a giant with the gold curling hair, who rides at the head of your barn. 7 feet is his height, with so many inches to spare, and he looks like a king in command. Oh me boys, that's a pride of the boys Chamaliers, who's far greatest of heroes among. your beavers aloft, and you've 3,000 cheers for John Cally, the boy from Killarn. The swarth is in flames and all the Wexford is won, and tomorrow the borough we will cross. On a hill or the town we have planted a gun, and we'll batter the gateway to Ross. All the fourth men and Bargy men march o'er the heath, with bold Harvey to lead in the van. But foremost of all in the grim gap of death will be Cally, the boy from Killarn. But the bold sun of freedom grew dark in that cross, and sat on the Slaney's red waves, and the Wexford stripped naked hung high on the cross, her heart pierced by traitors and slaves. Glory, oh, to the bold sons who died for the sake of long downtrodden man. Glory, oh, to Mount Leinster's love, darling and pride, Douglas Cally, the boy from Killarn.
Years ago, or so the legend says, St. Patrick roamed the hills and glens to drive the snakes away. But now we have another saint, that's bad news for the crown. His name is One-Shot Paddy, and it's Brits that he will hound. The Brits are getting worried, they've all gone underground. If One-Shot Paddy sees them, they know they're going down. So the next time that you see the Brits with their faces full of fright, watch out for One-Shot Paddy, or his friend called him and right. Through the hills of South I.R.A, this gallant hero roams. He'll wander to the countryside, he likes to call his home. And when he finds a target, he will quietly take us in. It is then that you will hear the crack, and the Brits know who's to blame. The Brits are getting worried, they've all gone underground. If One-Shot Paddy sees them, they know they're going down. So the next time that you see the Brits with their faces full of fright, watch out for One-Shot Paddy, or his friend called him and right. So if you're in your home at night and a newsflash it is read, your man from South Armagh's at work, another soldier dead. And when it comes to celebrate St. Patrick's Day cheer, remember One-Shot Paddy and the gallant I.R.A. The Brits are getting worried, they've all gone underground. If One-Shot Paddy sees them, they know they're going down. So the next time that you see the Brits with their faces full of fright, watch out for One-Shot Paddy, or his friend called him and right. The Brits are getting worried, they've all gone underground. If One-Shot Paddy sees them, they know they're going down. So the next time that you see the Brits with their faces full of fright, watch out for One-Shot Paddy, or his friend called him and right. Watch out for One-Shot Paddy, or his friend called him and right. Breathe the roll of honour for Ireland's bravest men. We must be united in memory of the tan. England, you're a bastard, bastard, bastard. Don't think that you have won. We will never be defeated while Ireland has such sons. In those dreary hedge black cages, then brave young Irishmen lay, hungering for justice, while their young lives edged away. For the rights as Irish soldiers, and to free their native land, they stood beside their leader, the gallant Bobby Side. bastard, don't think that you have won. We will never be defeated while Ireland has its sons. Now they mourn Hughes in Blackthorn, Ray McCreesh and Armagh Hills. In those narrow streets of Derry, we miss O'Hara still. They so proudly gave the own lives for to break Britannia's hold. Their names will be remembered as history unfolds. So read the roll of honor for Ireland's bravest man. We must be united in memory of the tan. England, you're a bastard, don't think that you have won. We will never be defeated while Ireland has such sons. Through the war-torn streets of Ulster, the black flags that sadly wave to salute 10 Irish martyrs, the bravest of the brave. Joe McDonagh, Martin Herson, Gavin Lynch, Kieran Doherty. They gave their lives for freedom with Thomas McEldowney. So read the roll of honor for Ireland's bravest man. We must be united in memory of the tan. England, you're a bastard, don't think that you have won. We will never be defeated while Ireland has its sons. Michael Devine from Derry, you are the last to die, with your 9 brave companions, a martyr dead you lie. Your souls cry out, remember, our deaths were not in vain. So fight on and make our homeland a nation once again. So read the roll of honor for Ireland's bravest man. We must be united in memory of the tan. England, you're a bastard, don't think that you have won. We will never be defeated while Ireland has its sons. No, we'll never be defeated while Ireland has its sons.
Sean O'Farrell, tell me why you hurry so. Hush a bogle, hush and listen, and his cheeks were all aglow. I bear orders from the captain, get you ready quick and soon. For the pikes must be together at the rising of the moon. At the rising of the moon, at the rising of the moon. For the pikes must be together at the rising of the moon. Oh, come tell me, Sean O'Farrell, where the gathering is to be. In the old spot by the river, right well known to you and me. One word more for signal token, whistle up the marching tune, with your pike upon your shoulder, at the rising of the moon, at the rising of the moon, at the rising of the moon, with your pike upon your shoulder, at the rising of the moon. Out of many's the mud-walled cabin eyes were watching through the night. Many's the manly heart was throbbing for the coming morning light. Murmurs passed along the valley like the banshee's lonely croon, and the thousand blades were flashing at the rising of the moon, at the rising of the moon, at the rising of the moon, and the thousand blades were flashing at the rising of the moon. There beside the singing river, that dark mass of men was seen. High above the shining weapons on their own beloved green. Death to every foe and traitor, forward strike the marching tune. And hurrah me boys for freedom, 'tis the rising of the moon, 'tis the rising of the moon, 'tis the rising of the moon. And hurrah me boys for freedom, 'tis the rising of the moon. There is sorrow in me heart, oh me old hose gun, since we lately hath apart, oh me old hose gun. In Ireland's day of need, I have proved a friend indeed. When you made the bullet speed, oh me old hose gun. I was glad when you were near, oh me old hose gun. For the foeman did I fear, oh me old hose gun. When your bark and bitter bite put the Saxon curse to flight, and he didn't stop to fight, oh me old hose gun. How glorious was your feel, oh me old hose gun, when you made a Saxon reel, oh me old hose gun. When the lancers trim and neat came charging down O'Connell Street, and they beat a grim retreat, oh me old hose gun. The parting it was sore, oh me old hose gun. Shall I ne'er see you no more, oh me old hose gun? There's glorious hopes that we could have set old Ireland free. Now you're parted far from me, oh me old hose gun. The day will surely come, oh me old hose gun, we'll join the fighting men, oh me old hose gun. In some brave determined band, I will surely take my stand for the freedom of our land, oh me old hose gun.
Said goodbye on that long day, from break of dawn until the sun was high. Many young men of 20 said goodbye. We left the factories and the farms and rallied at the call to arms. All the lasses turned their heads to cry. Many young men of 20 said goodbye. Last night I held my darling in my arms. Farewell, my love, it breaks my heart to see you cry. Farewell, my love, for maybe I will die. I wish that I was back again beside my darling in the glen. No more we'll watch the small birds as they fly. Many young men of 20 said goodbye. Last night we sang and kissed the girls goodbye. And now we've come with beating drums to live or die. Many young men of 20 said goodbye. We march to meet the foreign foe, to fight young men we do not know. The waving flags are straining to the sky. Many young men of 20 said goodbye. Many young men of 20 said goodbye on that long day, from break of dawn until the sun was high. Many young men of 20 said goodbye. We left the factories and the farms and rallied at the call to arms. All the lassies turned their heads to cry. Many young men of 20 said goodbye. Many young men of 20 said goodbye.
In story, the names of your patriot men, whose valor has covered with glory full many a mountain and glen. Forget not the boys of the heather who marshalled their bravest and best. Ireland was broken at Wexford and looked for revenge to the west. I give you the gallant old West boys were rallied our bravest and best. When Ireland lay broken and bleeding, hurrah for the men of the west. The hilltops with glory were glowing, 'twas the eve of a bright harvest day, when the ships we'd been wearily waiting sailed into Killala's broad bay. And over the hills went the slogan to awaken in every fire that has never been quenched, boys, among the true hearts of the West. Killala was ours at midnight, and high over Ballina town our banners in triumph were waving before the next sun had gone down. We gathered to speed the good work, boys, the true men anear and afar. And history can tell how we routed the redcoats through old Castle Bar. Though all the bright dreamings we cherished went down in disaster and woe, the spirit of old is still with us, that never will bend to the foe. And Connaught is ready whenever the loud roll and tuck of the drum rings out to awaken the echoes and tell us the morning has come. So here's to the gallant old West, boys were rallied her bravest and best. When Ireland was broken and bleeding, hurrah boys, hurrah for the West.
In 1803 we sailed out to sea, out from the sweet town of Derry. For Australia bound if we didn't all drown, the marks of our fetters we'd carry. And our rusty iron chains we could ride for our winds, our good women we left in sorrow. As the mainsail unfurled and curses we hurled on the English and thoughts of tomorrow. At the mouth of the foyle, saying goodbye to the soil, as down below decks we were lying. Old Docherty screamed, woken out of a dream by a vision of bold Robert dying. The sun burnt cruel as they dished out the gruel. Down O'Connor was down with the fever. 60 rebels today bound for Botany Bay, and many will reach their receiver. I was back home in Derry. Oh, I wish I was back home in Derry. I cursed into hell as our bow fought the swell. Our ship danced like a moth in the firelight. White horses rode high as a devil passed by, taking souls to Hades by twilight. 5 weeks out to sea, we were now 43. We buried our comrades each morning. In our own slime we were lost in the time, endless nights without dawning. Oh, I wish I was back home in Derry. Van Diemen's Land is a hell for a man to end out his whole life in slavery. For the climate is raw and the gun makes the law, neither wind or rain care for bravery. 20 years have gone by, I've ended my bond, my comrades ghost walk behind me. A rebel I came, I'm still the same, on a cold winter's night you will find me. Oh, I wish I was back home in Derry. I was back home in Derry. Oh, I wish I was back home in Derry. I wish I was back home in Derry. Before I saw the light of morning, a comradeship of heroes was laid. From every corner of the world came sailing the 5th International Brigade. They came to stand beside the Spanish people to try and stem the rising fascist tide. Franco's allies were the powerful and wealthy. Frank Ryan's men came from the other side. Even the olives were bleeding as the battle for Madrid had thundered on. Truth and love against the force of evil, brotherhood against the fascist clan. Viva the King the blades that made them fight. Atlante's a cry around the hillside. Let us all remember them tonight. Montpelier was a church of Ireland pastor. From Killarney across the Pyrenees he came. From Derry came a brave young Christian brother, and side by side they fought and died in Spain. Tommy Woods, aged 17, died in Cordova. With the Fianna he learned to hold his gun. From Dublin to the Via del Rio, where they fought and died beneath the blazing sun. Viva la Quinta Brigada, don't pass around the blades that made them fight. Atlante's a cry around the hillside. Let us all remember them tonight. Many Irishmen heard the call of Franco, joined Hitler and Mussolini too. Propaganda from the pulpit and newspapers led old Duffy to enlist his crew. Then the word came from Maynooth to support the Nazis. The men of cloth failed again when the bishops blessed the blue shirts in Dunleary, and they sailed beneath the swastika to Spain. Viva la Quinta Brigada, don't pass around the blades that made them fight. Atlante's a cry around the hillside. Let us all remember them tonight. This song is a tribute to Frank Ryan, Kid Conway, Denny Cody too, Peter Daly, Charlie Reagan and Hugh Bonner. Though many died, I can but name a few. Danny Boyle, Blazer Brown and Charlie Donnelly, Lim Tumilton and Jim Straney from the Strand, Jack Nolte, Tommy Patton and Frank Conroy, Jim Foley, Tony Fox and Dick O'Neill. Viva la Quinta Brigada, no pass around the blades that made them fight. Atlante's a cry around the hillside. Let us all remember them tonight. Viva la Quinta Brigada, viva la Quinta Brigada, viva la Quinta Brigada. Sound is now tattoo, but the Angela's bell or the Liffey swell rang out in the foggy dew. Right proudly high in Dublin town, they flung out the flag of war. 'Twas better to die 'neath an Irish sky Sublar or Sudalbar, and from
nations might be free. But their lonely graves are by soulless waves, or the fringe of the great North Sea. Oh, had they died by Pierce's side, or had fought with Cathal, their names we'd keep where the Fenians sleep, beneath the shroud of the Foggy Dew. Back through the glen I rode again, and my heart with grief was sore. For I parted then with the valiant men, whom I never shall see more. But to and fro in my dreams I go, and I kneel and pray for you. For slavery fled, oh glorious dead, when you fell in the Foggy Dew.
On Belfast streets I've heard it said, they're shooting little children dead, taking life hardly begun with plastic bullets from their guns. We won't be kept down easy, we will not be still. We won't be kept down easy, road to maim and kill. Young Caroline, 12 years of age, shot down by Brits in Bloody Ridge. We Judy Livingstone as well, fell victim their plastic hands. We won't be kept down easy, we will not be still. We won't be kept down easy, road, maim and kill. They tried to make us toe their line by using every type of crime, but freedom won't be terrorized, nor freedom struggle criminalized. We won't be kept down easy, we will not be still. We won't be kept down easy, roam, maim, kill. They tried to drag us from our streets by taking life so young and sweet. Do they not know we'll not be beat? Their violence is their own defeat. We won't be kept down easy, we will not be still. We won't be kept down easy, road, maim and kill. We won't be kept down easy, we will not be still. We won't be kept down easy, up the road to maim and kill. Up the road to maim and kill. Up the road to maim and kill. In Ireland's fight for freedom, boys, the North has played her part. And though her day has not yet come, we never yet lost heart. We'll keep the fight until the end. We know we cannot fail. And there's the reason why today they keep our lads in Crumlin jail. So join the fight, you volunteers, it cannot be denied. The jail won't break their spirits down, they just as soon have died. For England knows and England hates our fearless northern Gael. And that's another reason why they keep our lads in Crumlin jail. We give to Ireland Owen Roe, we gave them Sean O'Neill, and Tonat gave him made a vow that England still would yield. McEldowney did not die in vain, he was on Northern Gael. And there's the reason why today they keep our lads in Crumlin jail. So join the fight, you volunteers, it cannot be denied. The jail won't break their spirits down, they just as soon have died. For England knows and England hates our fearless northern Gael. And that's another reason why they keep our lads in Crumlin jail. McCracken came from Belfast town, McAreavey from the Ban, and brave Henry Munro at Balnahinch, but for his native land. Tom Williams died on scaffold high, his name shall never fail. And there's the reason why today they keep our lads in Crumlin jail. So join the fight, you volunteers, it cannot be denied. The jail won't break their spirits down, they just as soon have died. For England knows and England hates our fearless northern Gael. And that's another reason why they keep our lads in Crumlin jail.
'Twas on a Sunday evening, the sun shone in the sky. As he walked his way to the Gaelic pitch, did he think he was going to die? But as he crossed the checkpoint, the sound of gunfire came. The news spread through that baller town, Aidan McAreavey's dead. Oh, why did you do it? Had you not the guts to say? You say it was an accident, or even a ricochet. But like Rockall and Gibraltar, your lies are well renowned. You murdered Aidan McAreavey on his way to the Gaelic ground. For years he was harassed
by the forces of the crown. As he went to work every day, he left his native town. The soldiers swore they'd get him for reasons no one can say. And sure enough, they murdered him in cold blood that sunny day. The people heard the gunfire, they came from miles around. They saw that young man lying there, he was dying on the ground. His hold on life was fading fast, and people they tried their best. That bullet wound was far too deep, it passed right through his chest. Oh, why did you do it? Had you not the guts to say? You say it was an accident, or even a ricochet. But like Rockall and Gibraltar, your lies are well renowned. You murdered Hayden McAreavey on his way to the Gaelic ground. Life had ended, it was time for Judgment Day. The soldier jumped down from the tower, and the coward he slipped away. God's curse on you, Britain, for this cruel deed you've done. But God will have his final say when your judgment day comes around. To say it was an accident is the greatest crime of all. To his heartbroken family, the worst had ever befall. Across marks that lonely spot where Aidan was shot down. As he walked on that Sunday evening, on his way to the Gaelic ground. Oh, why did you do it? Had you not the guts to say? You say it was an accident, or even a ricochet. But like a Rockall and Gibraltar, your lies are well renowned. You murdered Aidan McAreavey on his way to the Gaelic ground. Yes, you murdered Aidan McAreavey on his way to the Gaelic ground. It was far across the sea when the devil got a hold on me. He wouldn't set me free, so he kept me sold for ransom. I'm a sailor man from Glasgow town, never roamed this world round and round. He's the meanest thing that I have seen in all me days of wandering. na-na-na-na-na. And I could see his evil eye. 'Twas then he took me by surprise. Take me to your paradise, I want to see the jungle. Na-na-na-na-na-na, 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 na-na-na-na-na. Here we go again. We're on the road again. We're on the road again. We're on our way to paradise. We love the jungle deep. That's where the lion sleeps. For then those evil eyes, they have no place in paradise. Graffiti on the wall just as the sun was going down. They see graffiti on the wall. Up the cells, up the cells. Graffiti on the wall, it says we're magic, we're magic. Graffiti on the wall. Graffiti on the wall. And it says hoo-ha, hop-the-ra, say you-la, hop-the-ra. 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 We went through each jungle deep, but the paradise that we did seek was noted for the weak. The walls and with the natives, na-na-na-na-na, na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. From the Amazon to Borneo, from Africa to Tokyo, to the darkest jungles of the world, nowhere could I lose them. Na-na-na-na-na-na, 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 na-na-na-na-na. Round in circles every way, he turned to me and he did say, I think you're leading me astray, I want you solely by oh. Na-na-na-na-na-na, 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 na-na-na-na-na. Here we go again, we're on the road again. We're on the road again. We're on our way to paradise. We love the jungle deep. That's where the lion sleeps. For then those evil eyes, they have no place in paradise. Graffiti on the wall just as the sun was going down. They see graffiti on the wall. Up the cells, up the cells. Graffiti on the wall that says we're magic, we're magic. Graffiti on the wall. Graffiti on the wall. And it says hoo-ha, hop-the-ra, say you-la, hop-the-ra. Hoo-ha, hop-the-ra, say you-la, hop-the-ra. Hoo-ha, hop-the-ra, say you-la, hop-the-ra. Hoo-ha, hop-the-ra, say you-la, hop-the-ra.
Was down by the glen side I met an old woman a-plucking young nettles. She ne'er saw me coming. I listened a while to the song she was humming. Gloria, Gloria, to the bold Fenian land. 'Tis 50 long years since I saw the moon beaming on strong manly form, with both eyes gleaming. I see them again, but through all me daydreaming. Gloria, Gloria, to the bold Fenian man. Some died by the glen side, some died
died to the stranger, and the wise men have told us the cause was a failure, for they loved the dear old Ireland and never feared the danger. Glory-o, glory-o to the bold Fenian men. I passed on my way, God be praised, if I met her, be life long or short, I will never forget her, for we may have brave men, but we'll never have better. Glory-o, glory-o to the bold Fenian men. Glory-o, glory-o to the bold Fenian men.
May God reward those gallant men, may heaven be their home. 'Twas in Brookborough town where they got shut down in a cabin, they lay cold. Well, they never feared the RUC, nor be men on patrol. Oh, Hanlon from the border shone south from Garryowen. It was on a dreary New Year's Eve as the shades of night came down. A lorry load of volunteers approached a border town. There were men from Dublin and from Cork, Fermanagh and Tyrone, but the leader was a Limerick man, shone south from Garryowen. And as they marched up along the street up to the barrack door, they scorned the dangers they would meet, the fate that lay in store. They were fighting for old Ireland's cause, to claim her very own. And the foremost of that gallant band was south from Garryowen. But the sergeant foiled their daring plan, he spied them through the door. Then the Sten guns and the rifles a hail of death did pour. And when that awful night was past, two men were cold as stone. There was one from near the border and one from Garryowen. No more he will hear the seagulls cry or the Shannon's murmuring tide, for he fell beneath a northern sky, brave Hanlon by his side. He has gone to join that gallant band of Plunkett, Pearse and Tone. A martyr for old Ireland, shone south from Garryowen. Oh, there is a page in history when the worker first fought back, when the might of exploitation at last began to crack. In farm and field and factory, in workshop, mine and mill, a flame was lit, a beacon bright, that flame is burning still. For Connolly was there, Connolly was there, great, brave, undaunted James Connolly was there. William Martin Murphy and his Dublin millionaires tried bribery and corruption, hypocrisy and prayers to smash the transport union, the scabs they did enlist. But all their graft was shattered by a scarlet iron fist. For Connolly was there, Connolly was there, great, brave, undaunted James Connolly was there. When the bosses tried to sweat the lads way down in Glasgow's Clyde, a voice like roaring thunder soon shook them in their stride. In Liverpool and Belfast, when the workers lived in hell, how Connolly rose and gave them hope, the truth to you I'll tell. For Connolly was there, Connolly was there, great, brave, undaunted James Connolly was there. Oh, Irishmen, the day will come when workers, one and all, will rise up from their bended knees and rally to the call. Throw off the boss's tyranny and shout from shore to shore for a working man's republic and for freedom evermore. For Connolly will be there, Connolly will be there, great, brave, undaunted James Connolly will be there.
Basil is me name, with me orange sash I came to play me drum on the 12th day of July. Oh, the English Queen and Crown, I will never let them down. Up the border, keep the border is me cry. Said the wife to me one year, oh then Basil be a dear. To paper up the kitchen we must try. So with some sticky glue I got red, white and blue. Up the border, keep the border is me cry. Though we're born in Ireland, you must try to understand. We all want to be English when we die. Even heaven would be dull if it wasn't for John Bull. Up the border, keep the border is me cry. Now I've got some empty bags and I'll fill them up with bags. I'll buy some in Killarney on the sly, and the customs men I'll hook, for me name is Basil. Up the border, keep the border is me cry. Down has won the final, and it set me heart a pining. The name All Ireland gets me in the eye, and those fellas called Sinn Féin, they have muffled up me brain. Up the border, keep the border is me cry. Give me its spell, poor Belfast could go to hell, and the border will be blown up to the sky.
Deep in Canadian woods we met from one bright island flown. Great is the land we tread, but yet our hearts are with our own. And there we leave the shanty small while fades the autumn day. We'll toast old Ireland, dear old Ireland, Ireland boys hooray. Ireland boys hooray, Ireland boys hooray. We'll toast old Ireland, dear old Ireland, Ireland boys hooray. We've heard of faults 100 times, the new ones and the old, songs and sermons, rants and rhymes and lards some 50-fold. But take them all, the great and small, and this we've got to say: here's dear old Ireland, good old Ireland, Ireland boys hooray. Ireland boys hooray, Ireland boys hooray. We'll toast old Ireland, dear old Ireland, Ireland boys hooray. That brave and good men try to snap a rusty chain that Patriot suffered and martyrs died, and all is said in vain. But no boys know at last will show how far they've won their way. Here's good old Ireland, loved old Ireland, Ireland boys hooray. Ireland boys hooray, Ireland boys hooray. We toast old Ireland, dear old Ireland, Ireland boys hooray. Ireland boys hooray, Ireland boys hooray. We toast old Ireland, dear old Ireland, Ireland boys hooray.
Armoured cars and tanks and guns came to take away our sons, but every man will stand behind the men behind the wire. Through the little streets of Belfast in the dark of early morn, British soldiers came marauding, wrecking little homes with scorn, heedless of the crying children, dragging fathers from their beds, beating sons while helpless mothers watched the blood pour from their heads. Armoured cars and tanks and guns came to take away our sons, but every man will stand behind the men behind the wire. Not for them a judge and jury, nor indeed a crime at all. Being Irish means they're guilty, so we're guilty one and all. Round the world the truth will echo, Cromwell's men are here again. England's name again is solid in the eyes of honest men. Armoured cars and tanks and guns came to take away our sons, but every man will stand behind the men behind the wire. Proudly march behind our banner, firmly stand behind our men. We will have them free to help us build a nation once again. On the people step together, proudly, firmly on your way. Never fear and never falter, till our boys come home to stay. Armoured cars and tanks and guns came to take away our sons, but every man will stand behind the men behind the wire. Armoured cars and tanks and guns came to take away our sons, but every man will stand behind the men behind the wire.
While we honour in song and in story the memory of Pearson McBride, whose names are illumined in glory by martyrs who long have since died. Forget not the boys of Kilmichael, who feared not the might of the foe. The day that they marched into battle, they laid all the black and tans low. So here's to the boys of Kilmichael, those brave lads so gallant and true. They fought beneath the green flag of Erin and conquered the red, white and blue. On the 28th day of November, the tans left the town of Macroom. They were seated in two costly tenders that was bringing them straight to their doom. They were all on the road to Kilmichael and never expecting to stop. They there met the boys from the column, who made a clean sweep of the lot. So here's to the boys of Kilmichael, those brave lads so gallant and true. They fought beneath the green flag of Erin and conquered the red, white and blue. The sun in the west it was sinking, 'twas the eve of a cold winter's day, when the tans we were eagerly waiting sailed into the spot where we lay. And over the hill came the echo, the peal of the rifle and gun, and the flames from the lorries brought tidings that the boys of Kilmichael had won. So here's to the boys of Kilmichael, those brave lads so gallant and true. They fought beneath the green flag of so secure, and we never drew rein till we halted at the faraway camp of Glenmore. So here's to the boys of Kilmichael, those brave lads so gallant and true. They fought beneath the green flag of Erin and conquered the red, white and blue. We'll raise our voices in Ireland's praise, glad are our hearts today, for Ireland's sons have proved their worth in the good old I.R.A. All parts fought well for Ocean Dew, but we a record made in good old Cork, in famed West Cork, the 3rd West Cork Brigade. The black and tans to Ireland came to send us to their doom. Their doughtiest warriors sallied forth in lorries from Macroom. But at Kilmichael's bloody fight, their conquering course was stayed in good old Cork, in famed West Cork, the 3rd West Cork Brigade. Then at Crossbarry's battlefield, our gallant boys saw red, for 10-1 the Saxon host before our onslaught fled. And o'er the hills we made our way, while our gallant piper played in good old Cork, in famed West Cork, the 3rd West Cork Brigade. Our boys fought well in every fight, we need not call a name, but Commandants Hales and Barry are now well known to fame. Napoleon-like they led us on, with courage we obeyed. In good old Cork, in famed West Cork, the 3rd West Cork Brigade. But in our triumphs we shan't forget our comrades brave who fell. Some sleep today in nameless graves, but soon their deeds will tell. In grateful Ireland, brave and free, we'll have their names displayed. In good old Cork, in famed West Cork, the 3rd West Cork Brigade.
God save Ireland, cried the heroes. God save Ireland, cried the all. Whether on the scaffold high or the battlefield we die, oh, what matter when for Erin here we fall. High upon the gallows tree swung the noble-hearted three, by the vengeful tyrants stricken in their blood. Or they met them face to face with the courage of the race, and they went with souls undaunted to their doom. God save Ireland, cried the heroes. God save Ireland, cried the all. Whether on the scaffold high or the battlefield we die, oh, what matter when for Erin here we fall. I'm the up the rugged stair, I'm the voices loud in prayer, with England's fatal cord around them cast. Those beside the gallows tree kiss like brothers lovingly, true to home and faith and freedom to the last. God
God save Ireland, cried the heroes. God save Ireland, cried the all. Whether on the scaffold high or the battlefield we die, oh, what matter when for Ireland here we fall. Never to the latest day shall the memory pass away of those gallant lives that's given towards our land. Ah, but on the cause must go, amid joy we'll go, till we make our island nation free and grand. God save Ireland, cried the heroes. God save Ireland, cried the all. Whether on the scaffold high or the battlefield we die, oh, what matter when for Ireland here we fall. God save Ireland, cried the heroes. God save Ireland, cried the all. Whether on the scaffold high or the battlefield we die, oh, what matter when for Ireland here we fall.
Oh, the empire it is finished, now foreign lands to seize, and the greedy eye of England is turning towards seas. 200 miles from Donegal, there's a place called Rockall, and the groping hounds of Whitehall are grabbing at its walls. Oh, Rockall, you'll never fall. For Britain's greedy hands, I'll meet the same resistance like it did in many lands. May the seagulls rise above your eyes, and the waters crush your shells, and the natural gas will burn your ass and blow you all to hell. This rock is part of Ireland, all is written in folklore. When Finn McCool took a sod of grass, he threw it to the fore. Then he tossed the pebble across the seas. Wherever did it fall, for the sod became the Isle of Man, and the pebbles called Rockall. Oh, Rockall, you'll never fall. For Britain's greedy hands, I'll meet the same resistance like it did in many lands. May the seagulls rise above your eyes, and the waters crush your shells, and the natural gas will burn your ass and blow you all to hell. Oh, the seas will not be silent while Britannia rules the waves, and remember that the Irish will no longer be your slaves. And remember that Britannia well, she rules the waves no more, so keep your hands off Rockall, it's Irish to the core. Oh, Rockall, you'll never fall. For Britain's greedy hands, I'll meet the same resistance like it did in many lands. May the seagulls rise above your eyes, and the waters crush your shells, and the natural gas will burn your ass and blow you all to hell. Oh, Rockall, you'll never fall. For Britain's greedy hands, I'll meet the same resistance like it did in many lands. May the seagulls rise above your eyes, and the waters crush your shells, and the natural gas will burn your ass and blow you all to hell.
So go on home, British soldiers, go on home. Have you got no bloody homes of your own? For 800 years we fought you without fear, and we'll fight you for 800 more. If you stay, British soldiers, if you stay, you'll never ever beat the I.R.A. And if 14 men in Derry are the last that you will bury, so take a tip and leave us while you may. So go on home, British soldiers, go on home. Have you got no bloody homes of your own? For 800 years we fought you without fear, and we'll fight you for 800 more. We're not British, we're not Saxon, we're not English, we're Irish and proud we are to be. So fuck your Union Jack, we want our country back. We want to see old Ireland free. once more. So go on home, British soldiers, go on home. Have you got no bloody homes of your own? For 800 years we fought you without fear, and we'll fight you for 800 more.
While we're fighting British soldiers for the cause, we'll never bow to soldiers because throughout our history we were born to be free.
So get out, British bastards, give us leave. So go on home, British soldiers, go on home. Have you got no bloody homes of your own? For 800 years we fought you without fear, and we'll fight you for 800 more. So go on home, British soldiers, go on home. Have you got no bloody homes of your own? For 800 years we fought you without fear, and we'll fight you for 800 more. Yes, we'll fight you for 800 more.
When boyhood's fire was in my blood, I read of ancient freemen for Greece and Rome, who bravely stood 300 men and 3 men. And then I prayed I yet might see our feathers rent in twain, and Ireland long a province be, a nation once again. A nation once again, a nation once again, and Ireland long a province be, a nation once again. And from that time, through wildest woe, at hope has shone a far light, nor could love's brightest summer glow outshine that solemn star high. It seemed to watch above my head in foreign field and fane. Its angel voice sang round my bed, a nation once again, a nation once again, a nation once again. And Ireland long a province be, a nation once again. It whispered to that freedom's ark, that service high and holy would be profaned by feelings dark and passion vain or lowly. For freedom comes from God's right hand and needs a godly train, and righteous men must make our land a nation once again. A nation once again, a nation once again, and Ireland long a province be, a nation once again, a nation once again, a nation once again, and Ireland long a province be, a nation once again.
Soldiers are we, whose lives are pledged to us. to a song, a soldier's song, with cheering, rousing chorus, as round our blazing fires we throng, the starry heavens o'er us, impatient for the coming fight. And as we wait the morning light, here in the silence of the night, we will chant a soldier's song. Soldiers are we, whose lives are pledged to Ireland. Some have come from the land beyond the wave, born to be free. No more our ancient Ireland shall shelter the despot or the slave. Tonight we man the burn of well, in Erin's cause come woe or will. This